Live from Toledo, this is 13 ABC Action News.
I asked them if I'm alive, and they said, "You're alive." And that's the last thing I remembered until I woke up 36 days later.
Wow, the Toledo area welcomed a special guest tonight. ABC News anchor Bob Woodruff spent part of his Saturday at an area local traumatic brain injury resource center. 13 ABC's Micaela Marshall was there and had a chance to speak one-on-one with Woodruff. She brings us the story all new tonight.
Joe, for Bob Woodruff, it's been 13 years since his life changed, as he says, in an instant. While covering the war in Iraq, a bomb exploded that nearly killed him. Now he lives with a traumatic brain injury and shares his story with others also dealing with a TBI. 2 years ago, his wife Lee came to town to share their family's experience at the Traumatic Brain Injury Resource Center. And tonight, it was Bob's turn. But his story wasn't the only inspiring one that was told. Jackie Moore's life was forever changed in 2011 after a bad car wreck left her with a traumatic brain injury.
I lost the ability to see, most of my ability to speak. I slept all the time. I still have difficulty reading, counting money.
She became completely dependent on her husband and says she quickly realized the lack of help for those impacted by a TBI. That inspired the Moores in 2015 to co-found the nonprofit Traumatic Brain Injury Resource Center to provide free services like therapy and memory classes to survivors and caregivers.
Because we never become the same person we were. We never recover 100%. Recovery will be ongoing for all of our lives.
That's a sentiment ABC News anchor and fellow survivor Bob Woodruff echoes.
You have to settle with yourself that you're not going to be exactly the same. But the key is to try to find something to replace it, to find a different path.
And the Bob Woodruff Foundation, which helps wounded veterans, became that new fulfilling path for him.
I said that if there's something that maybe was good about getting blown up, was our ability to start that foundation.
The Michigan native spent Saturday evening in Sylvania Township at the center, signing books and sharing his remarkable recovery story. In 2006, while Woodruff was covering the war in Iraq, a roadside bomb exploded, sending him into a coma for more than a month.
I just remember just kind of seeing my body floating underneath me. And then suddenly I woke up for about a minute. And I told my team inside, I asked them if I'm alive, and they said, "You're alive." And that's the last thing I remembered until I woke up 36 days later.
Woodruff shared with me that after an unexpected tragedy like that, the focus often is on the person injured. But in many ways, the families and caregivers need just as much love and help.
Without them, I'm not sure what would be happening. I think that the recovery path would not be very steep.
Woodruff feels grateful to be alive. His wife Lee and his 4 children motivated him to heal because, like the title of his book, all of their lives changed in an instant. And that's something everyone at this local resource center can relate to. The founders of the Traumatic Brain Injury Resource Center in Sylvania Township say their center is one of few like it around the country. For more information on how you can get involved or to learn more about the Bob Woodruff Foundation, just get connected to our website, 13abc.com. Joe?